Alright, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about relationships and why sometimes no matter what you do, a relationship is just not going to work. Basically, it comes down to that person not being 100% honest with you. Because you can give your all to a relationship, but if the other person isn't going to reciprocate your feelings or your effort, then you're just wasting your time. And the worst thing about that is that a lot of times you become blind to what should be red flags, or this person will continue to lead you on and make you feel one way when really they feel a different way, or they're not interested in a future with you long term, or you're their plan B, you're there in case I don't find somebody better, you're their backup plan, for lack of better words. And it's really, really sad, you know. Sometimes you date somebody and the whole time, and I've had this happen to me, it's really sad. The whole time you date someone, you never get truly comfortable because you're obsessed with the idea that either you're not good enough, which is a flat out lie, you are fucking awesome. You just feel like no matter what, eventually they're gonna leave you. And if that's how you feel at any point in time in a relationship, you need to sit this person down and you need them to be honest with you. You need to be honest with them. Like, this is how I feel. This is how you make me feel. Are we going somewhere? It's a really, really sad thing, but it happens way too often. It comes from not really understanding what you're worth and not realizing your worth. It comes from wanting something so bad to work out, but no matter what you do, it just won't. It comes from being comfortable, you know, because the worst thing is when you've been dating someone. Like, I put 5 years into a relationship one time, and when everything came crashing down, I was desperate for us to like work it out, and the other party was just done. They had no intention of trying to work it out. They were set on walking away. I didn't matter anymore. They didn't love me anymore, and they probably hadn't loved me for a long time. And realizations like that should have come sooner in the relationship, but they were, I guess, afraid of hurting me, but in the long run, that ends up hurting more. So what I'm trying to say in all this is that it's no good to be smart if your relationship dumb. To be blinded by love is just to leave your heart unprotected, and it's a mistake that is just gonna hurt you so much in the long run. So take a moment, if you're in a relationship like that where you feel like you're putting 100% or 110% effort, and think about it, like, is this worth it? Is there maybe someone better for me? Is this person leading me on for no reason? And it hurts because sometimes you've put so much effort and time into it that you don't know where to go next. You don't have an identity separate from this person. You may have kids together, and that makes it that much harder because you'll still have to see this person on a regular basis even though you're not together. It doesn't matter. As ugly as that is to say, you shouldn't chase anyone, because if you are actively chasing somebody, you have to remember and you have to realize that that means they are running from you. They are trying to escape this relationship and escape from you and this life with you. And you just have to face the facts that if they wanted to be with you, there wouldn't be anything that stopped them. There would be nothing in the way. There would be no excuse. There would be nobody else. You would be the number one. And so remember this. Whatever excuses they're giving you, they're not going to keep you warm at night. The excuses aren't going to marry you one day. The excuses aren't going to be there for your children. Ultimately, the excuses are just that. They're a stand-in for this person who eventually won't be there either. Good news is, I know this is like a sad and depressing video so far, but the good news is somebody will love you one day. Somebody is out there waiting for the chance to be with you. Somebody is excited at the thought of being with you. Somebody's voice will light up when they talk to you. Somebody is gonna wonder what you're doing all day long. Somebody's gonna send you those good morning and those I love you and those I miss you texts. Somebody is going to appreciate you for everything that you bring and everything that you are and all of your faults and all that you have to offer. So you need to pay attention. Pay attention to your heart and pay attention to your mind, because it's gonna tell you that things aren't right. You're not dumb. You're just relationship dumb. And it happens to all of us. You need to love yourself enough to know that things can be better for you and things should be better for you. You have to love yourself and you'll attract love. You should never, ever, ever have to beg for love. You should never have to have that moment where you're like, please don't leave me. Please, I need you. You don't need them. You're strong enough without them. You're better without them. You know it. They know it. They're just taking advantage of that idea, and they're stringing you along, and they're hoping that they can keep you weak. But you're better than that. Realize it before it's too late, before you waste too much time, and before you end up in a situation that you can't escape from. You deserve to be loved 100%, completely, totally, faithfully, without question and without doubt, honestly, to yourself and to that person. One day, love is going to find its way into your life, and it's going to be the best love you've ever had. You're going to, be filled with rainbows and sunshine and happiness, and your heart's going to burst with the amount of joy. Until then, be patient, be smart, and remember what's best for you. Bye, y'all.